Hey yo, what's going on, guys? You are here with Team Journey TC, me of course. I actually took notes this time, so we're gonna have stuff to talk about, stuff that are actually in the movie, and I'm so very excited to talk to you guys about it. And the movie that we are going to be reviewing today is, of course, Dark Phoenix. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the X-Men, okay? I didn't see Apocalypse, but I saw the first one, with the new Young Magneto and Charles Xavier thing. I saw that one. So, I'm not deeply invested in these characters or know their stories, but if a movie can't stand on its own two legs, then I think that it can still be judged the same way as if I had seen all the other ones, okay? So I'm sorry if this has been explained in other movies, okay? We're just gonna go with what I got, alright? Now, I actually had been looking forward to this movie forever because there are no good movies out right now. There's Detective Pikachu, which I saw, and I didn't want to go see that because I was like, it's gonna be terrible. So I was pleasantly surprised. So this movie came out the day before my birthday on June 6th, and unfortunately I didn't get to see it till last night. But, knowing that, some reviews had already come out, and they said it was gonna be god awful. Like, the reviews are terrible. I feel like it got like a squash tomatoes, and the audience score was okay. But it was still like 60, so it was not like good. So, knowing that, I thought this was going to be terrible. But I was pleasantly surprised. It was not terrible. There weren't many people there. It was also Monday night, but there was like one other family. I felt bad because I brought like a light up pen. I didn't mean to. But it was okay, because I just wrote lightly, so it didn't light up as much. Sorry if I bothered that other family. They sat in like the other side of the theater. It was probably fine. Anyway. Saying that, there's enjoyable stuff in this movie. There's a lot of things wrong with this movie, which I have here written down. But there was a lot good. I thought that the action scenes were really cool. My dad, who saw it with me, did not think so, but I thought that they were awesome. I loved when he pulled like the train out, and I thought Storm's powers looked really awesome when she did the stuff. And Jean's powers looked really cool. I thought the actions were really nice. I thought the acting was pretty good. I don't particularly like whoever Jean Grey is as an actor. She also plays Sansa Stark. I thought she looked bad in the trailers. I thought she wasn't that good in the movie, but she was fine. It wasn't like just like obviously terrible. Like, she was doing stuff with her face. So I thought that was cool. So I had no problems with that. My biggest issue, which I think I actually have here, is with the villains of this movie. Now, going into this movie, I had heard like things online or whatever about like, oh, we killed off our X-Men now, so we can go to the MCU or something like that, because it's like the last Sony X-Men movie, yeah? So I was expecting them all to die, or for everyone to become an X-Men, or something like monumental. Which almost got it, and they were like Thanos napping away. Oh, spoilers, by the way. My bad. Spoilers. I'll put it in the title, but just by the way, do heavy spoilers now. I haven't spoiled that much so far, but now we're getting heavy spoilers here. At the end, when they all disintegrate, okay, and I was like, don't even. But I thought everyone was gonna die. Everyone didn't die. So, you know, that's good news. But the reason everyone doesn't die is the stupidest reason. So they bring in this alien race, right? Right? And you're like, what? It doesn't even make any sense. A, why are some people already on Earth? Like, the one girl follows her, but then there's like already people on Earth. And it's just like, we have no idea who these people are. They want to rebuild their race? What does that mean? They're going to use this Dark Phoenix power to release what? Plus, the biggest problem was, like, Dark Phoenix is like the coolest thing ever, right? It's the first comic I ever read, so I feel like I don't know. I really like the Dark Phoenix stories, but they're not about the dark, like, they're more about Jean's struggle, which is what this movie was showing itself to be, and then it's just not. it was about, it's kind of like Wonder Woman in that way, where, you know, it was like all about her internal struggle with like humanity being all good and then whatever, and then all of a sudden there's like a big boss battle because they wanted one. This kind of goes out the same way. It's kind of like her internal struggle dealing with like having something happen to her and she doesn't know what she's doing. She's like going crazy, but then it just stops. Like, it doesn't like play all the way out. Like, it just decides to like then be about this alien race that they're gonna all fight, and she sacrifices herself, which I get is so you can make her the hero, I guess, but I don't know. I didn't like it. Oh, here are my notes. I have, you may not be able to see it, but I have essentially what she says the whole movie. I don't know what's happening to me. She says this line like 50 times. I don't even, how many times can you say this line before we get it? Okay, I'm not an idiot. I know she doesn't know what's happening to her. I don't need you to tell me like 20 times, okay? She says that line like to everyone she goes up to. She's like, I don't know what's happening to me. I'm like, okay, we got it. You don't need to say that to literally everyone. Now let's go. Let's actually go into my notes. Oh, the pen. The pen. I wanted to talk about the pen. The pen at the beginning of the movie. Okay, the first scene that happens, he gives her a pen, and she never uses that pen. They talk about her being special again, but why? Why give her a pen if she's never gonna, like, that's like the first scene. You're setting up, like, your first scene should set up something. But no, it doesn't. She never uses the pen. Why doesn't she use the pen? It just bothered me. I was like, there's this pen. Oh, and the way she got her powers, it's like, whatever. It was pretty stupid, though. She just goes on this mission, and all of a sudden it, like, comes to her. I was much more interested if it had, like, been with her the whole time and then got activated, but I'm okay with it. It was pretty dumb. But then freaking saying Phoenix is what makes her go on a rampage? That's what trigger word? Why? 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 And then there's, oh, and then there's the, they should be called this is the one moment where I cringed, and they're like, you know, you should really think, you know, the women are always saving the men. You should call it the ex-women. And I was like, why? I feel like, what's her name? Jennifer Lawrence? Is that her name? I'm gonna feel bad if that's not her name. Just wanted to say that line. It comes out of freaking nowhere. Okay, he's like talking to her about like how he put them in danger and he realized it's wrong, and then she's like, yeah, because I'm like, Kurt was there. Kurt went and got, like, what? You saved women too anyway, like some of the people on the ship, and Kurt and Quicksilver were saved, like a bunch of saved women. So I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, it's fine, but it just comes out of freaking nowhere. And then my other thing is, he lies to her, and then he's like, I was trying to protect her. From what? Literally just tell her, like, why? Just be like, your dad, he's alive, but he can't handle what you are, and he thinks that you're a monster. But I think you're special, and I think that I can help you, and I love you, and whatever. Like, that made your life so much easier. So I'm like, why not just do that? Like, okay. And then Raven dies. I know her name is Raven because everyone said it. Thought her name was Mystique, but I don't know. So we're just gonna go with Raven. Maybe they're the same person. I have no idea what's going on. Also, that made me never mind. But I wrote here died because stupid, but she actually wasn't the stupid one here. Frickin' Xavier has the Beast dude has the shot lined up, and he's like, no, I want Raven to have the chance. Why? Let Raven have the chance once you've taken her back. Okay? And then the other guy yells at her and is like, it's your fault Raven died because you lied to this child, and it's my fault. But like, why aren't you yelling at him for not letting you shoot her and to take her back? Like, that seems much more like something to be yelling at, or maybe they were gonna shoot her to kill her, but it looked like they were just gonna, like, the mission wasn't to kill her, so I'm thinking it was like a tranquilizer dart or something. So I'm like, why isn't that what you're mad about, instead of like she lied to her? And then she goes off. Oh, I said the movie's more about Charles. Then she goes off to Magneto, and he's like, she kills like maybe 10 people, and he's like judging her, like, what? And she's like, you must get out of here immediately. I can't help you. Like, I get why he's mad at her once he knows that she's killed Raven, but she didn't know that. So who are you to judge? Who? How can you judge at all? So that was weird. And then she's like, everyone abandons me, and I'm like, you left. They didn't abandon you. Like, they keep asking you to come home, and eventually she realized whatever, which is fine. And there was this weird scene where they told Kurt to leave earlier in the scene, and then they were like, actually stay. They weren't, I didn't say actually stay, he just stayed, and they were like, chill. So I was like, okay. Then why'd you tell him to leave? Which is whatever, I guess. It's fine. Then, my other big problem, despite the internal conflict turn external conflict, was the theme. Because I watched this movie, and I don't even know what the theme is. I have 4 possible themes, okay? Now, one of them I don't think is right, but we'll talk about it. So the first theme I have is family / like, you know, friends, abandonment, whatever. Which fit the most, I think, because she's like, I've got to protect my family, you know, she's been abandoned, she wants to find a home. So that theme sort of fits, but the whole movie isn't centered around it, and the villain certainly isn't centered around it, who should be the anti-theme, because she's not like, get rid of your family. I guess she kind of, I don't know, because I have no idea. There's also a possible theme of redemption, as Jean Grey redeems herself, and I guess that kind of makes sense, but again, only sort of. There's the theme of destiny, which the lady mentions like 6 times. She's like, this is your destiny. But does she then choose her destiny or go against destiny? I'm not sure how that plays out in the end because it's left unclear. So, and then I have Evolution, which was not the movie I saw, didn't have the theme of evolution. But they mention evolution like 20 times in the last scene they mention evolution, which makes me think, if the last thing you're gonna tell me about is about evolution, then that makes me think that's what it's about. But then also, like, because most Dark Phoenix stories are evolution themed wise, so I was like, that makes sense, but I didn't get a movie about that. But like I said, there were still enjoyable things. And actually, when she comes down, like when she's all powerful and she comes down, I thought she looked like Captain Marvel, and I was like, this movie's better than that movie. I was like, at least I'm not watching that movie. Like, I'd rather watch this. Which, you know, Captain Marvel did pretty well, so, I mean, my opinion doesn't mean that much, but I'm just saying, I thought this was better. Because at least I wasn't bored. I was actually interested in what was happening. I didn't want to go to sleep. There were some parts that were a little boring, but it actually felt really fast-paced. Not like in a bad way. Like, if it had been slower, I feel like it would have been bad. Because it was 2 hours long. But you don't feel those 2 hours at all. It goes pretty quickly. Oh, yes, quickly. Problem with quickliness, the character developments are so, like, whatever. Like, she kills her friend, and then she, like, immediately is like, she cries a little bit, and then she's like, whatever. Moved on, like, the next day. And I'm like, you just, that's not gonna haunt you? Alright, whatever. I don't know. But all in all, I give this, like, a 5 out of 10. I don't know. It's worth watching, but it's not something I would want to watch again. And, you know, you should go see it. It's going to be the last Sony X-Men movie, so I feel like definitely is worth a watch. But there's nothing spectacular in here. Does that make sense? We're going to go with that makes sense. please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey as we reviewed Dark Phoenix. I have no idea what I'm going to do next week because there ain't coming movies out. Alright, goodbye.